you're all doing well. Just thought I'd come on here because I just don't know if I'd be able to. Just wanted to say, you know, until after everybody celebrates their holidays. So today's the 17th, so I'd say happy 17th, happy Enon Day, happy Sun Day, S-O-N Day. And just, you know, do some music for you a little bit. There's been a lot of wind going on here, and so I have a little bit of allergies going on, so forgive me. And just to say hello and tell you just a few things, and then hope to hear from you. Miss you guys all, so I know that you're doing well. I do hear from you in other ways. Okay, so let's see if I can do this. It's been a long time since I've played this song. Sitting in the railway station, got a ticket for my destination. And on a tour of one-night stands, my suitcase and guitar in hand, and every stop that's neatly planned for a poet and a one-man band. Homeward bound, wish I was homeward bound. Home where my thoughts escaping, home where my music's playing, home where my love lies waiting silently for me, silently for me. Right? I did move this thing up. And every day's an endless stream, cigarettes and magazines. And each town looks the same to me, the movies and the factories. And every stranger's face I see reminds me that I long to be homeward bound. Wish I was homeward bound. Home where my thoughts escaping, home where my music's playing, home where my love lies waiting silently for me, silently for me. Something like that. Yeah. Lots of tutorials on that. You can look it up on YouTube if you need to. I was listening to, I love looking at different guitar shows and things like that, and I have a few of my helpers, if you will, reminders, guitar gurus, if you will, on YouTube that I like to listen to help remind me. And one of them is Shut Up and Play, and Justin, and just so many, yeah, that I look at, and guitar stores and stuff like that. So to get ideas of songs, and sometimes people who are just like Murray's shop, they sell guitars, but they also have their own little concert and stuff. So I was reminded of this song. I'm not going to do the whole thing because I've done it before, and so you can listen to it when my voice is much better. But, you know, just give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. chewing on a piece of grass, walking down the road. Tell me, long you gonna stay here, Joe? Some people say this town, it don't look good in snow. You don't care, I know. And it goes on. Ventura Highway in the sunshine, where the days are longer, nights are stronger than moonshine. You gotta go, I know. Anyway, 2 guitars do that, or actually 3 do that song. I just love that song because it reminds me of my hometown. So, yeah. The one I was thinking of, I've done so many songs. I've done Bob Dylan, Joan Baez, Van the Man, Van Morrison, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Neil Young, John Mayer, for some of the newer guys, Landon Pigg just recently, the I'll never know just what it was about this old coffee shop I love so much. Okay? Alright, that song. Anyway. And Joan Baez, I've done Bonnie Raitt. Friend of mine cries at night, calls me on the phone, seeing babies and where she goes, and she wants one of her own. Waited long enough, she says, still she can't decide. Pretty soon she'll have to choose, and it tears her up inside. She's scared, scared to run out of time, in the nick of time. So this one I was just sort of working on a little bit. Take a ride to PCH, my red convertible ride through the canyons and the hills, where my friends too will ride. And the canyons open up about 20 miles in, and I can see my ocean Big blue Pacific coming in. Ocean breeze on my left. We turn north. Neptune's restaurant on the right. Motorcycles hanging out. Surfers on the left. Round in Santa Barbara way. Headed up the hills to Anderson's pea soup. Scandinavian pea soup. Going up to Morro Bay. This ride's like an old friend. Wonder if my rock still in the ocean sand. Oh, the ocean's always been a friend of mine. Headed up to Big Sur for an evening's night. Cabaret and count the stars. Next day headed to Monterey over the iconic bridge. All seaports on the left. Speedway on my right, where I used to hang, drive those two wheels all night. California ocean breeze, always a friend of mine. I can get refreshed here, ease my mind. Oh, PCH, such a good friend. Getting refreshed by the ocean breeze. Redwoods up ahead. Santa Cruz at night. Ooh, what a blast from the past. Going to the redwoods. All the trees so majestic, like ancient gods. They are just some. Nature is a way of replenishing everything that I've lost. Something like that. It's a work in progress. Okay, well. So it's my understanding that Christian 21 is coming to the United States. He's getting all his ducks in a row, coming out, which would be great, to see him. I don't know that he's coming my way. It was mentioned, and a certain town was mentioned, but don't know if that's still on the plans. Hoping there's some sort of a itinerary that we can maybe contemplate going to. It's kind of tough this time of year, you know, so hopefully he gets a good turnout of people, you know. I do know he mentioned the New York area too, and I think he said Arizona or Texas. I can't remember. Anyway, it'll be fun. So other things going on. Well, of course, today's the 17th, and El Nino, you know, is happening, and all kinds of stuff happening in Washington, you know. And President Trump has been doing several, you know, rallies and everything. And he was just in New Hampshire, and he was out in California, and he was out, you know, the guy's just nonstop. He, you know, Energizer Bunny. I just love him. And of course, Melania, she gave her first little speech. She beautiful, wonderful, you know, and the thing that a lot of people missed is that what do you call it, job, if you will, that position that she, you know, gave is normally held only for the First Lady. Well, clue, hello, hint. Let's see. I've been listening to a few, you know, truthers, and I gotta tell you, there's the one guy named Ariel who's on X, just has the greatest little threads. And one of the things that he was, you know, talking about that is on people's minds too, and on mine, because I don't want the government or anybody to own our public parks and our public lands. That's for all of us to enjoy. And if we have cleaned out the negative entities, it shouldn't be a problem to go there anymore, even though we know, those of us who've done, you know, the homework and the research and, you know, figured out and listened to other people and then researched on our own to, you know, to find the crumbs, that park rangers are paid to be silent, so are the sheriffs, and so are townspeople. So a lot of people go missing in the parks year after year, and of course it's not mentioned on it because they don't want you to know, you know, what's going on. Now, you know, what happens to them? Well, there's different things. You know, there could be entities involved. There could be portals involved. There are, and there are other things as well. So the rabbit hole goes deep, and so you can have fun researching that on your own. I'm not going to spoon feed you. I think I've done that enough for the last, 7 years now. So yeah, so you could check that out on X Ariel. Just type in his name, okay? Also, there's, you know, different things, and I sent a little, you know, hello to John Jr. Got a little heart back. I thought that was nice. That's always nice. Saying, you know, happy 17th, happy Sunday, you know, that kind of thing. So it's kind of fun. Let's see. You know, there's Donald Trump's been dropping bombs like crazy. And back in 2022, November 15th, mass arrest military tribunals that you've heard of are real and will soon be made available to the public. So it's already been disclosed. A lot of kind of soft disclosures going on. For those of us who have really looked at all the crumbs, where does this lead? Who's this? Who are these people? How are they involved? Oh, they're related. Oh, they're married. Oh, they work in, in concert with each other, like Bill Gates and Pfizer and, the CEO of Google and YouTube and so forth, and they're all in bed together. And you're going, wondering, yeah, no wonder they're lying to you, And then they have actors who get paid by the PR, who get paid by the CI, who get paid, and the CI has been involved with Hollywood since way back when, I'm forgetting the date right offhand. Anyway, but yeah, so you ever say, well, the media is controlled by CIA? People look at you like you've got 5 eyes on your head, and so we will be vindicated very soon, trust me. But they definitely are involved. And there's enough out there now that you can show your friends and family during these times. Hey, did you know this? Hey, did you know that? Not that you have to. Personally, lead with your heart. This is, as we're going through the ascension and symptoms and shadowing, and having past things come up and doing some clearings and noticing that if we lead with our heart's brain, and never judging a book by its cover, of course, coming up to people and really listening to them like you would when you're reading a book or watching television. Those of us who still maybe do. I don't too much at all. I might watch a movie here and there, but it's always romantic and it's always got love involved. Otherwise I can't do it. But anyway, I digress. So you want to lead with your heart. You want to hear them. And if somebody's coming at you all upset and in your face, take a step back, realize it's not you, this is them. You and I are fractals of God with a magical twist, spiritual twist. And we have been manipulated and dumbed down and damaged and so forth, 6,000 years. But yet we still are, with just a little bit of light, dispelling the darkness. So if somebody comes up to you, they are a fractal of God too. They are you. You are them, just on different levels, different journeys. So take a step back and say, I hear you. I feel your pain. How can I help you? What can I do for you? How can I help you resolve this? What do you need from me? That's leading with your heart. Okay, that's what I mean. Instead of going, letting ego take over and go, how dare they talk to me that way? Who are they? Like I used to do. I don't try not to do that anymore. And I've really learned to try to put the ego down, although we need it to survive right now. And as this ascension happens in solar flash, and it seems like it changes, especially since we've been on this pause. And I found out about the pause. But I think everything's been cleared up, like galactically and stuff, because the Galactic Federation had to take care of some business on the Saturn rings where they are located, as their headquarters, as they're in our, what would you call it? Let's see, nano, our galaxy, okay, our district, our part of the universe. And so they had to fight off some negative Orion entities a year ago, so back in September. And what we can do, we're so powerful and so beautiful that if we just, with love, just send love from our hearts to just various people, various places, you can, they can feel it, even though they may not recognize it. It'll change the energy. It will, during this time of year, when everybody's, happy, especially kids, happy, and they're celebrating, they're going to see family, so it's a highly charged emotional time. The negatives do horrific things during this time to counterbalance that, because they know that too many people wake up, too many people lift the energies, that we will shift, okay? That's how powerful we are. And so there'll be some disclosures that will be happening. Eventually as things go along, we will learn more things about ourselves, be given special gifts. Some of us will have this gift or that gift and so forth. So looking forward to that, looking forward to having a better body and feeling better. I'm sure you all are too. And I've heard things about med beds, but I don't think they're coming until later, and we'll be getting far more superior technology than what has been out there that people are charging for. By the way, it will be free. I don't care what anybody says. And then Elon Musk was also talking about his phones and Starlink and everything. Not sure if that has anything to do with QFS or Q or any of that kind of stuff. Just Sarah and Sarah. I just don't know. As far as the currencies and stuff, still waiting on that. Although some movement has happened, and it's like one step forward, two steps back, that kind of thing. But I'm feeling really hopeful, peaceful, optimistic. So I hope you are too. I'm going to let you go, make this short. Love you all so very much. Just wanted to bring you a little music and just say, hey, I'm still here, still kicking. All right, ta-ta.